So here, when we talk about Ram is actually, there are multiple stories we can talk about. Sapar Ram Tapas, Sabse Ram Tapasvi Raja. He is the highest order of Tapasvi, but he is so amazing king, and he is such an amazing Tapasvi also. One day before he was to be coronated, and next day his mother tells that, okay, you have to go for 14 years. Do not take anything. You cannot take anything, and he's aware of everything, that what he's going to face now. He lived in the luxury of kingdom. He lived as a prince. He's married to Sita, who is a princess. But when he has to go, he does not even ask why. He says, okay, when, when I have to leave. He's not even bothered. He is following his Maryada Purushottam. He is a perfect son. He is not questioning his father's decision, neither before nor after. He just says, okay, when I have to leave. And then he removes all the accessories, and he's not supposed to take anything. And, poor thing, he was wearing one footwear, and that also Bharatji takes away later, just to, show his love and respect to him. So he is in the forest just without any accessories. So that is something which we have to learn from Ram. Another thing, he is not discriminating. Can you tell me, Neha, which is this planet?
Yeah, sure. So Ramji.
Yeah, before you tell, because according to me, Ram means, it's fire, it's sun, and also, is, I was reading somewhere, it is quoted from Narad Puran, where he says, R is removing all the Ashubh karmas, and A is actually showing the light, the sun, and Ma is actually also giving something, it's a Ma is the Bij mantra. So all these three letters are showing. So I would like to hear from you also.
So you are bang on, Dr. Anita, in your research that yes, Ram, as far as astrology is concerned, is associated with the Graha, the luminary sun. And you mentioned one quality of Sri Ram, that is that irrespective of where he was, he still showed leadership qualities. So whether he was coronated or not coronated, even when he went to the jungle, everybody respected him, whoever received him, respected him as their leader. So much so that as soon as Sri Hanumanji saw him wandering, he just knew that this is the man I should liaison with to help Sugriv. So how is it? That is because one of the qualities of a good son in an astrological chart is that a son is not looking for an outside validation. A son is a king or a son is a leader, irrespective of what conditions one is born in or faces. Just as Sri Ramji, even while he was about to get coronated, and circumstances led him to such a situation, right then he was given Vanvas. When he goes to the jungle, his main purpose, if you look at all the stories as mentioned by Dr. Anita, is also that he actually kind of gave blessing to everybody, like Ahilya, and like even though he fought Ram, but eventually he gave Ravan also the moksha. So wherever he went, he was a good leader. Now, one suggestion that I give astrologically to everybody who has a weak sun, which is that you feel that you have a problem with authority figures, that you have all the talent, but not many people are listening to you, that you cannot see ahead. You feel lost and there is darkness, which is where the sun goes low. You need the light of sun. So listen to the qualities and the stories of Sri Ram, because as Dr. Nita mentioned, he's the Maryada Purushottam, which means the highest form of Purusha, of human being. He had 16 qualities, and all those 16 qualities are the qualities of leadership. For example, as already mentioned, the first one, that wherever you go, you are a leader. You are not a leader because you have been told that you are a leader, or that you are a CEO, or that you are a vice president or a president. You will exude those leadership qualities, even if your designation is that it has no designation.
Yes.
So imbibe that quality of serving others, and imbibe that quality of that reflection of Surya, while not seeking validation from outside. Ramji never seek validation from outside. Ramji never went around asking for people to say that, okay, call me king. He just exuded those qualities where he was automatically called king. Over to you, Dr. Anita.
Yes, very truly you said. And Ramji, he has always been the greatest of the leaders. So we all, I would say all the CEOs and the leaders of the companies should also. He has given instructions to people. He has taken work from people whom everybody will think what can they do? What can they do? Because he had the choice to, because he was from Raghuvansh, and he had the choice to actually seek guidance or actually seek help or support from all the kings around that forest, because they were all their relatives, all their peers. But he took help from whom? From Vanaras, from Sugriv, from Hanuman. And he did not give any help from any of the kings. So, and he did not give any instruction like this. So, a leader will always delegate work and will help people to empower themselves, his team members. He said, find Sita. The only brief given to Hanuman was find Sita. He did not tell how to find Sita. He actually waited for his Hanuman's talent to come out, right? So what we do, we send a driver to pick up some stuff from the market. We follow him 10 times. Where did you reach? How much this price is, or whatever. From house help also, if we are like giving instruction, we will keep, micromanaging. So this leadership quality also we can learn from Ram, that he will give and empower people. He delegated his work also. Ram Setu jab banna tha, he delegated this to Nal, Neel, the best of the people. He did not everywhere used himself.
Yeah.
Or everywhere he did not carried out all the tasks.
Yeah.
He also used squirrels. He loves them. He validates each person's contribution in the work. Not only the people who are like office bearers, or only people who have some post, or only people who have some authority. He understands that, the power of commoners is tremendous.
Yeah.
So when Ram Setu was built, he, actually appreciate the squirrels who has actually fitted small pebbles into the big stones, because Setu cannot be completed without those patchwork.
The
So
pillars,
he appreciates that also.
Correct.
Yeah.
This is in fact one of the qualities of somebody who has a weak sun will not know when to delegate to whom, because they are not able to, because they want to keep everything to themselves. They want to do everything themselves because again, they want the entire credit. The project goes well. But a good son, a good quality son realizes that when it is the right time to delegate, not just that, they also have a very keen eye to know that who to get what work done from. And those times when they are not able to decipher that, what they do is then they bank upon the team that they have or the cabinet that they have. So you would have also seen in the governments, which is also highest form of government, is also Surya, is also sun, that you would see every government is only as good as its cabinet. So for a very good leader, which is to also improve your sun in astrology, it is very important to learn from Ram that one, how everybody, irrespective of what strata of society they belong to, have some value to add to us, and equally honor each one of them for what they come with, because each thing, even though we don't realize, but each small thing is also important for the project of our life. And the second thing is that know how to delegate that job or that project, and when, such that everything is not coming onto our shoulders. Because if we try and do everything on our own, we will not be able to achieve it, because at the end of the day, definitely we will get exhausted. Ramji knew that if he has to reach from India to this opposite to Sri Lanka, which is where his wife is, he cannot do it on his own. And which is the reason why he liaisoned with, as Dr. Anita mentioned, and we all know, with the Vanaras. He did not think that, oh my God, I'm the king of Ayodhya. Why should I liaison with Vanaras? No, he did not have that. He just knew that everybody is playing a role in this big project, and I must liaison and delegate with the right person at the right time. So that's the quality to improve your Surya karma in your astrological chart. And that is what one learns by observing the stories of Sri Ram.
That's amazing. Delegation is one thing. Then very beautifully you mentioned when to leave and detach. That is also a beautiful lesson we can learn from Sri Ram. He detached himself from the consequences of his project. He won over Bali and made Sugriv the king. He won Lanka. He never thought कि ये मेरा project है. I have battled. I have done everything. But he gave the kingdom to Vibhishan. He was detached from the consequences of his project. A good leader knows how to detach. That is the one thing. Then another thing I wanted to also bring about here is he is not discriminating. As Neha told that he is a son. He never discriminated.
Yeah.
He was, he accepted the bhakti of Kevat, he accepted bhakti of Ahilya, he accepted bhakti of Shabri, he accepted Vibhishan. And everybody was in his, Chhatra Chaya, he was under his compassion, but he was detached from everyone. It is said when Sugriv, all the Vanaras, they started crying, we will not go, now we will not go because, we are so used to this Ram Raj, why we should go back to Kishkinda. So then he only told, go back to Kishkinda because that is also my home now. But whatever, they said, we just want to do Ram Kaj, we don't want to do Kam Kaj. Then Ram tells them that whatever you do, whatever is in your responsibilities, that is your Ram Raj, that is your doing for me. So we don't have to, people say ki ye sab karna hai, we have to, if we have to go walk on the spiritual path, we have to leave everything. Ram says, don't leave everything. Just bring me into your life. Have that source, have that light, have that guidance. Don't detach. Don't, run from your duties because that is also me. You are just surrendering to me. So Ram Raj ko karna hai to kaam kaaj bhi karte rehna hai. That is also very important. Your dharma is also very important, but surrender the outcome to him. So Hari Ananta Hari Katha Ananta because unka to kitni bhi zikr kare kam hai.
You did mention in the beginning that how the Ram Naam, just to chant it, create certain vibrations in our body. And we believe that in astrological remedies also, when somebody has a negative karmic registry with sun, we suggest them, encourage them to chant Ram, 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 Sri Ram, or even a bhajan such as Jag mein sundar hai do naam, chahe Krishna kaho ya Ram, bolu Ram, Ram, Ram. So why is that? That is exactly because each of these shabdas or each of these letters, they are spoken while we touch. So while our tongue touches certain areas of our mouth. And when our tongue touches certain those areas, like ra is a vibration which happens in the throat. Is like air going out. When you say, like, you can try it with me. When you say it's a vibration going here in our hippocampus area. So when we say Ram, dil se, with feelings, not Ram, 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 in the beginning. In the beginning, when we want the Ram, the name of Ram to resonate, to absorb its vibration, say it slowly, Ram, Ram. Basically, what we are doing is that without even knowing, we are doing pranayam.
Yes.
We are activating the air energy within us. And through that air energy, plus through the vibrations which happen in the body, certain very vital organs of our body, they get activated. So hippocampus, as I mentioned, and the pineal gland. And when we take out everything which we do, all the scum all that we store within ourselves, we take it out with the air. So that's the science behind it, and which is what fascinates me so much, that this is the secret code which is embedded in our itihasa, in our ancient story. So
Yes.
that is the reason why just Ram ka naam, as they say, or the name of Ram is healing, because it's working with us at not just the emotional and the mental level. In fact, reciting it is working at a physical level.
True, true, totally agree with you. And it's very important. So let me also tell you one aspect of Ram. He is such a leader who will never break protocol. We all have heard this story that he invited Ram for that Vijay, yagna. He invited Ravana, because he knew the Ravana, the enemy. Right now, he's the enemy. But he did not disrespect him because Sita was also here when this yagna happened. It is mentioned that Ravan also brought Sita along with him, and he blessed Ram, Vijay Bhava. But Ramji could have done this, could have ended this story here and now because Sita was already there. But he followed the right protocol. So the good leader will never break the protocol, will never break anybody's trust. He never broke anybody's trust, not even of Sita.